It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Ravens, leader at quarterback. He's fifth in the NFL in passing yards entering this week. It's the Ravens and the Panthers, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a... The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Looking to throw, Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the ground, it's Ford. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. The Young keeps it moving right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Now Cook.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cook. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Gregory Rousseau
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Cook. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Brown in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Young. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Now Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
The Ravens offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And as we check out the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns coming into the weekend, see a familiar name there near the top of the leaderboard, currently 2nd in that category.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Howard up the gut. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gregory Rousseau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Cook
finds his man over the middle. It's likely. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Running from the gun with Howard. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cook. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Gregory Rousseau. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now here's Young.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Ford. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Young now from the 50. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. They go play action. Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. In motion goes the tight end. They run with Ford.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Newman. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Here is Young. Throw left side complete. That's right. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Young will set to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Ravens offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently 2nd in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Off the play fake. Cook. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Young.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run the option on second down.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Here's Cook. Throwing to start the drive.
Likely hauls in the quick slant.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cook.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The Ravens at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Cook now, operating from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Cook. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens add 6 to their lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. Holmes has got it complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Young working out of the gun. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw, Young. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Young. He's got Allen. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And that one at the half with the scoreline of 21-10. Brian Thomas, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter, and they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I'll don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Off play action. Cook. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now a give right side. It's 4th. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Young to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Take it at the 37. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now Cook. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw. Cook.
A little short one there, caught by Likely.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Pryor has it complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Cook. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Out is here's the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Newman.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Complete to right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Fielded at the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
He is out of bounds inside the 35.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Looking to throw. Cook. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Cook. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The play fake, now Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick-6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Young now.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Howard up the middle. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They go counter with Howard. Spins by. They find some open field here. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go with Howard again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 39. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here is Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Young will set to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Young. Wright's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Now here's Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
as a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Hey, smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass.
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Howard.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Howard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now Young. He finds his man complete. That's right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To the air once more, Young. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that